everyone, it's Shell from Scrap Secrets and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is for the Team Tiny November 2023 hop and the theme is Thankful. We're going to be creating a quick and easy card using some layering stencils as well as a die from MFT. The stencils are from Honeybee Stamps and they are called Scattered Leaves. There is a detailed and a background stencil. And we're going to be using the Altenew Stampwheel to go ahead and hold the stencils in place. Now I have a trick for you for lining up stencils, layering stencils so easily. If you go ahead and put a piece of washi tape in the top left corner and in the bottom right corner, all you have to do is line up that next stencil with the edge of where the washi tape is, and it makes it so easy to line up the second one. You'll see when I go to line up the other stencil how quick and easy it comes together. Very simple. So we're going to be using 6 colors of Distress Oxide. The yellows are Squeezed Lemonade and Mustard Seed. The oranges are Carved Pumpkin and Ripe Persimmon. I'm going to use those 4 on the first layer. And then on the second layer, I'm going to use the Carved Pumpkin and the Ripe Persimmon in areas where the Mustard Seed and Squeezed Lemonade are. And I'm also going to be using Barn Door and Crackling Campfire where the Carved Pumpkin and the Ripe Persimmon are, so that you get some yellows, oranges, and reds all in there to make it look like fall leaves. So while you're watching me do this, the stenciling, I thought I would talk to you a little bit about Team Tiny. So Team Tiny is a group of crafters who all have YouTube channels and come together once a month with a theme or a technique to create projects and do a little hop so that we can try to grow our channels. We're all actively looking to grow our channels, and this is one of the ways that we have found that there's some great interaction. Unfortunately, the group is kind of dwindling down a little bit. We're trying to get participation up a little bit more. So these might be our last hops. So let us know in the comments if you want us to keep going with these. If you are part of Team Tiny and you haven't participated in a while and you think you want to, please do, because we really like putting these hops on, but unfortunately they're becoming a little bit smaller and smaller. We did this as ways to grow our channels and love the interaction with everybody who comments and likes the videos every month. So it'll be sad if it goes, but it does take a lot of work to put it on, and we just are unfortunately not really getting the response. So let us know if you still want to see these videos, because we really like putting them on. And if you'd like to become part of the Team Tiny group to participate in these events, I will leave a link below to the Facebook channel, and you guys can answer the questions on there. I believe there's only 3 of them. We'll admit you, and then you can sign up for hop participation. So just a little plug there for our group and a little bit about what Team Tiny is. It is a hashtag driven hop. So what you want to do is click on the hashtag in the title of the video and it will take you to everyone's submissions for the months. I believe this month 7 or 8 people signed up. So like I said, it is a smaller hop, but if you can't find everybody's videos, just scroll down a little bit. The Facebook algorithm has been kind of funky lately and it won't always show you everything right up front. So if you can't find all the videos, just scroll down a little bit. We're all there. All right, so now that we've created the background, I'm going to go ahead and use a die from MFT Stamps. This one is an older one. It's a cover plate die that I've had for a while. And I'm going to reconstruct that piece of that whole entire background piece that we did. I'm going to glue the outer frame to a piece of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch white cardstock. So that'll go around the edge. And then I'm going to place the middle piece over top of it, the one that has the thick bar in the middle, because what I'm going to do is pop in those 2 cutouts in between, make it kind of fit like a puzzle. I'm going to use the same Barely Arts glue to glue those pieces down. And then what I'm going to do is pop up the centerpiece. So I saw a card on Pinterest, I think the other day, and it was really neat. It had a floral on it, and there was a die that looked like it cut out a couple of strips inside of the rectangle. So there was a main rectangle, and then it cut out some of the strips, and then it had popped up pieces of it. So part of the image was in the foreground and then part of the image was in the background. So I wanted to do the same thing and I just really couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. I had some stamps that I was trying to go back and forth with, but I was like, oh, I love these leaves. And let me tell you, the leaves don't even look as, it's beautiful in person. I think the camera doesn't pick up the real true color of this. This background came out so pretty, and I'm not a red, orange, yellow person. I'm more of like a blue, purple, kind of maybe pink kind of combinations, but I love this background. It's probably one of my favorite that I've done. So I did go ahead and I didn't push down, I just placed it over top of it, and I realized that I put it on a little bit crooked. So I'm going to replace it, and then once I have it in the perfect spot, I'm going to press it down. Now what I should have done was I should have done the stamping before I went ahead and put the foam tape on and assembled all of it, but me, I like to do things the most difficult way. So we are going to be taking a sentiment from Honeybee Stamps Bitty Buzzwords Fall that just says thankful, because that is the theme for today. I'm going to bring that out and also use my stamp wheel again to actually stamp. So I'm using it to stencil and to stamp in this video. I am really loving the stamp wheel. I definitely think it was a great investment. If you saw the video from yesterday, you saw how easy it was to stamp multiple leaves for the flower image that I did. If you haven't seen that video, go back one and check it out. But the stamp wheel is so easy to use, especially when you're stamping multiples and you don't have to touch your paper. So I'm going to be using Distress Oxide Barn Door. I wanted it to go with the red, and I don't think there was a ton of red in here. It looks more orangey, so there wasn't a ton of real red, and I just thought that that red would make it stand out. So I stamped it down a couple of times because 1, I've never used this stamp before, 2, I'm stamping with Distress Oxide, and 3, I am stamping on some foam tape. So the loop in the F doesn't really stamp, so what I'm going to do is cut down a piece of leftover foam tape, and I'm going to go ahead and slip that underneath the loop in the F, because that was an area that was sagging because there was no foam tape underneath of it. Also, if you look at the top of the hook in the H, there isn't foam tape under there either, but it also goes into the stitching, so it doesn't really it's not as noticeable as the bottom part of the F that was not stamping at all. So once I went ahead and stuck some foam tape under there, it stamped beautifully. So I did have to stamp this one a couple times. Distress Oxide does not stamp the best. I would recommend using a stamping tool when you go ahead and do that. I've removed it from the platform, and then we're going to glue it to a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch red note card. And that is the card for today. I hope that you guys are enjoying this series and that you're hopping along with us. Make sure you click on the hashtag in the title of the video so that you can see everybody else's projects. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys again real soon for another video. Bye!